Hey, hey, beautiful people. Welcome to Get Your Life Today. I am so excited about our episode today. If you don't know who I am Desiree Cocroft. I am your Get Your Life coach, your life and leadership coach, the coach you didn't know you needed to help you get your life together. I specialize in helping ambitious, high achieving women that are expected to do it all, unhustle their lives so that they can pursue confidently their dream life, business, career, all the things, really living life on their terms. And I'm so excited to have Erica with me. Erica is one of my clients. I love her so much. It's so funny. We've known each other over the years, but we started working together because we bumped into each other at the grocery store. And I definitely want to have her share her stories. I've been having, clients come on with me these last couple of days, and you all have met my client last week, Ray, and now you get to meet Erica, just so you can get a sense of, the kind of things that my clients get to break through when we work together. Because my Get Your Life Academy is starting this week. Yay! I already got people jumping in, and I would love to see you there. But I understand you want to know who you're working with. And so that's what this is for. So you can get a sense of what that is. And hearing other people's stories, I think is so powerful. And the story behind Erica for this whole live is really like taking the time to focus on what you want, really making the time to focus on what you want. So I want to start out with having you, Erica, introduce yourself to the people in these internet streets.
Hello, everyone. My name is Erica Banks, and like Desiree said, I literally ran into her at the grocery store at a time where I had been seeing her very present on LinkedIn, and I was like, she is so consistent. And then, I was like, I found myself looking forward to her posts every day and being inspired by her story. And I was like, and it was just funny when I ran into her on a humbug. I was at a point where I was like, I think I want to do a coaching certification. I ran into her and I was like, wait, what better way than to learn more about coaching than from Desiree? And I was like, oh my God, that was a godsend. So we connected at that point.
Yay! And it was a godsend. I'm like, I love when I meet people in those situations because you just know it's like aligned. This is the time. So tell the people a little bit about like who you are, what you do, what was going on with you before we started doing work together.
Well, it's a long, long story, but I'm going to A to
That's
Z it.
okay. I love it.
Basically, I was at a point where I was working in human resources in talent acquisition for a human resource organization where I live. Well, that's regional in Wisconsin. And I was at a point where I had got injured on the job and I was no longer able to do that work that I loved at that in that capacity. So it was after the accident where I was healing and I was like, well, what else can I do? I was like, I really like helping people one on one. So I thought I knew that I had a sense that coaching might be good for me due to my background in human services, working with employees, employee relations, and things like that. And I like helping people go from where they are to where they want to be. And so I was considering like different coaching if coaching was for me or if a master's in like mental health therapy was going to be the way. And I thought that well, how can I pay for grad school? I was like, well, maybe I'll start with the coaching certification to see how I like working one-on-one with clients. And then after that, if I decide I can go to therapy route. So I kind of just I felt I needed Desiree. I needed Desiree to tell me like how she made her transition though from being a W-2 employee to being a contractor. What type of training should I take or did she take? Just to hear about her story. And then I booked a one-on-one session with her to learn more like what type of coach I think I want to be. Like I wanted to learn more about myself. So my Get Clear session with her really helped me to decide to sign up for a coaching program. I think the next week I was on my way,
Yeah.
and I since then I that was like about maybe 8 months ago. Right after I met with Desiree, I signed up. I did a ACC certification, And right now, I should be done by April with my hours. So I'm on my way to being certified.
Yay! I'm so happy for you. And I mean, your clients are going to benefit so much from what you have to offer and what you have to give because it's so like just what you need to be doing with your life. No, I love that. So when you think about like the time that we work together, what would you say is that kind of like the aha moment you have? A lot of times we are in search of like what is the answer to what it is that we desire to do, and we'll go searching in all the places. But what was unique about our experience that helped you have those aha moments?
I would say you were like, there's no time like the present. Do it now. Do the thing while you're learning the thing, right?
Mhm.
So just you help me sort out and be able to figure out, like, just not be scared to think like I was in this cycle of getting ready to get ready. Like, oh, I have to do this. This has to be perfect. You were like, no, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to perfect it while you're doing the thing. Also, I would say like the assessment that I took and that we discussed to
Mhm.
let me know like my style. That
Yeah.
really helped me too, and that gave me the aha moment. Like, wow, I can do the thing. We all have things that may help that may enable us to sabotage ourselves, called
Mhm.
self sabotage. So once I got clear on what my saboteurs were,
Mhm.
and with your prompting and support and like you can do this, I did it, people do it every day,
Mhm.
you're gonna that made me take the leap. And so like your support and your coaching really helped me get clear on what I wanted to do.
No, I love that. And you know what? You are not the first person. Every time I talk to people, that saboteur assessment get people right together, doesn't it?
Every day I'm always like, am I self-sabotaging myself now?
Like, am I all in scarcity mode? Am I in stickler mode? Am I being a pleaser right now? Like, what am I doing?
Yes, yes.
But it's like, you know what? That's the insight that we get to have with ourselves. And so many of us, we're on this regular hamster wheel train, and we never take the time to be conscious of what's going on with us, and we just think that life is happening, but life is not just happening in a way that we can't control it. We haven't learned to be conscious of what's happening in the moment, because once you got conscious, it's like, oh, I can't do this. Like, how much
Yes.
easier did it feel for you after we started working together to actually start doing these things?
It helped me focus on just do like, make 3 to 4 things I can do every day to work towards my goal. That helped me get back on track. Noticing that there may be saboteurs, like not listening to those voices, just doing the thing, and just just being not being so hard on myself if things aren't perfect. You're gonna perfect the thing as you do the thing, much like
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, no, I love that. Like, not being hard on yourself. Like, that's a big thing. And I feel like that's a thing that most high achieving women, ambitious women tend to do, is be hard on ourselves because we've always known a life of performing well.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like we're performing well, we get accolades for performing well, and so when we want to step out on our own thing, we are our own judge, but so is the world, because it's like our. I remember I was in some coaching program back in the day, and this coach, she said it's our ugly little baby or our precious little baby. Like, you don't want nobody to call your baby ugly.
That's right there, that
It's
part.
like it's our
Don't call
precious
my
little.
baby ugly.
Don't call my baby ugly. That's, and I thought that was such a perfect like analogy. It's like you don't want nobody to call your precious baby ugly. So putting yourself out there is kind of like the equivalent of that, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, because also that made me think of the fact that oftentimes we, as Black women, work so hard in these corporations where you're only good while the things are good, right? But then when
Mm.
they're like when you have, I don't know, there might be some type of challenges and things like that. You're second guess or things like that, or they might get rid of you or whatever. But why not put all the energy into building your own business, building your own brand, helping other people your gifts and talents rather than working using those gifts and talents for a company.
No, absolutely. And I think it's a yes and, right? Because I've seen so many people really truly enjoy the work that they do in their 9 to 5. And I have had, similar to you, a 9 to 5 and a side hustle my whole life. Like my whole life, I've had contracts, I've had side gigs, or what have you. And that gave me the balance, that gave me the fulfillment, it gave me that financial freedom. My employer and the salary that I was getting from working full time also allowed me to do some of the things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do financially to build my other businesses or to support my other businesses. So I'm always like, if you can collect 2 checks and you're not stressed out, go ahead and collect the 2 checks and get the
That
best of
that
both
part,
worlds.
that part,
Listen,
that part.
yeah, all
Not being
day.
stressed, not being stressed out. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's the not being stressed out part. When you get to a place
Yes,
where it's too much, you do have to start making some choices. Am I overworking at work and that's why I feel stressed? Or am I doing too much in my side gig and my side gig is stressing me out more than it needs to? Maybe I need to change my business model. Or maybe it's just me, maybe it's that saboteur. Maybe I'm in perfection mode. Maybe I'm in pleasing mode. Maybe I'm in a mode where I'm creating the chaos that's around me. So just being able to be conscious of what is the part that really is stressing us out, because a lot of times we'll put the focus on everybody else, but it's like, well, how are we creating our world?
absolutely, absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. And so when you think about, where you were like working, full time and desiring to start something on your own, would you say that you were in hustle mode? What was the thing that kind of kept you from, kind of catapulting out? Was it because you were thinking about the time? Many people think about, I don't have enough time, or was it really the how? What was the thing that had you cycling the most?
Oh, I would say after rehabbing after my health condition or whatever, I fell, I had a traumatic brain injury. I was like, man, that could have killed me. So
Mm,
how long am I gonna wait to do the thing I want to do? That
yes.
was the catalyst for that change. And so I had gone back to work, working a contract role where I had a little bit more leeway to kind of make my own schedule and my own hours. So I was like, well, this seems like a good time, to at least start the training part and see what that's
Mhm,
like. So then I started doing the homework after hour one on one of like trying to find a program that worked for me. And I found a coaching certification program where I just attended every Saturday for 6 months and with a
yes.
cohort. So that worked for me. It was like 12 to 2 every Saturday. It wasn't too much of an overload. And then like just everything that I learned was like right. It was aligned with everything that I believe. Of just
Mhm,
getting deeper knowledge on
mhm,
how to coach, how to talk to people, and it was and learning that it's a practice, right? Much
mhm.
like like coaching,
Yeah,
having your own business, setting up your own practices, strategies, and things like that. Running my own business.
yeah, absolutely. No, that's good that, the biggest thing was like being able to just find a way to cope and live life fully after having such a traumatic situation in your life. Like that's a big leap to be able to just have that perspective, because sometimes people have something that happens and it makes them feel even more down about life. But it sounds like no, this was like you're like, you know what, this is my wake up call. This is my sign. Like I need to start doing whatever it is that I want to do in my life.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had heard that a friend of mine was talking to me after while I was healing and stuff like that. She said, "Wow, the way that you feel ended the life of a famous African American author, Octavia Butler. She slipped down
Mm,
her front stairs on some ice or snow, and that was it. She was
wow,
gone." And I
wow.
was like, wow, I feel really blessed to have healed 100%. And so I was like, okay, thank you, God. But what else do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Who should I help? So I feel like I'm called to Black women.
Yeah. I love that. Yes. Listen, I'm here for all of it. I was just saying I'm rooting for everybody black and people supporting the black community, all of the things, because
Absolutely.
it's needed. And I think that more of us should, find time to really, so when I think about, your accident and just anything that happens to us to stop us, it makes you realize, like, how was I living life in a way that made me think that I was promised the next day, that I was promised the next day to do a thing. And at the end of the day, we're not promised the next day. And that's not to be this morbid message, like, oh my goodness, you'll know. But it's just still the reality, right? That you don't know what the next day is going to bring, even if it's not ultimately death. It can bring something like, I'm healing from an injury and I thought I was going to be able to have time to do X, Y, and Z. So why not seize the moments that we're in to make some changes, to do the thing that we actually desire to do? But it's not going to happen if we're wrapped up in every day and we're not willing to take the time to slow down, to actually consider what are the best things for me in this moment so that I can start making room for what I want to do. And you literally, I always talk about you because you literally made room for what you desire to do. You were already, I love you so much because you were just ready to go. And sometimes people are not ready to go, which is fine, but you were ready to like start making moves, start making things happen in your life. And many times I'm working with women that desire, wellness and having a balanced life, but they also are desiring to step out and do the things that they dream, which is mostly having a side gig or starting something that they never started before or living differently, being able to speak and all those things. And so you being able to be ready to go and make room to create is so important to the work that I do with people, because you're going to see faster results when you're ready to go.
Yes.
You had your own aha moments, and that was super helpful to you. So what would you tell people that, are maybe like on the sidelines, they're not sure if they're ready to, do work to stop what they have going on, stop the whirlwind so that they can actually focus on what they want to pursue in life. And they're trying to figure out, hey, I wonder if Desiree is someone that I would work with. I wonder if Get Your Life Academy is something for me. What would you say to someone that, is like you, that's like me, that might be sitting looking at this video, or just wondering like, okay, I don't know if this is for me or if I should start, or when is a good time? What would you say to a person like, who's the perfect person for this program?
I would say the perfect person would be the person that's like contemplating, plan, like running around, like, well, should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do? If you are unclear, definitely schedule a time or join Desiree's class, because she's going to show you like why you might be procrastinating. She's going to help you get clear on that. And, you have nothing to lose by coaching with someone like Desiree that is a PCC level coach. So she has the experience, she has the strategies to help you get your life for real. Like she helped me get mine. You have nothing to lose.
Yes, I love that. Listen, because it is about getting your life together.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm so excited that you were able to talk to me today and talk to all the people about your experiences. And anybody that is out there that is a woman, ambitious woman, that is high achieving, that is in this space of ready to go, like ready to make some changes happen in your life, in your leadership, in your business. And then I would love to work with you in my Get Your Life Academy. It starts this Saturday. So I'm so excited. It starts this Saturday. And this is the first time I'm doing a group cohort since 2021. But my very first one was in 2019. And it was because I was in the whirlwind, Erica. I was in the whirlwind. I was traveling 70% of the time. And so it was really a challenge for me to have group coaching and to be able to launch group coaching programs. So it was easier for me to do one-on-ones. It was easier for me to do contract work. And now I'm in the season of getting back to me. And this is very much a program that is me. I started off doing Get Your Life sessions just with friends in my living room using the back of Christmas wrapping paper as our chart paper to start like, okay, this is what you need to do.
I love it. I love
and,
it.
and like that is definitely ground up. And then, one day I'm like, I should start doing this as like a way of living because I enjoy doing it. It's fun
Yeah.
outcomes. So you definitely don't need all the things to get started. I used the back of Christmas wrapper paper. It was blank. We ran out of the post-it notes, putting it all over the walls of my living room. That's how I started doing coaching before I got all of this formal training. It was something that was in me from doing a lot of coaching and coaching that was informal, right? Informal coaching,
Yes.
advising, mentoring. And it's what I love to do. And I am someone, it's so interesting because I love that I keep attracting people that are like me. Like I've had side hustles and contract work. But I'm also someone that coaches people that that's not what they might not want to do. They just want to figure out what are the things that I desire to do outside of work. And so I am that 9 to 5er and entrepreneur coach for women that are ambitious. And I love working, with all women, but specifically women of color, because that's who's drawn to me. And those are the people that I feel like understand some of the things that I've gone through. And so I'm able to speak to some of their pains of feeling like they're overworked, feeling like they don't know how to get out of this rat race. And so with that being said, like if this feels like something that is true to you, then feel free to hit that QR code. I'll definitely put something in the comments. And I would love, love, love to work with you. I love working with women that are trying to get their life together and they tired of being burnt out. We're gonna unhustle all of that so we can get it
Yeah.
together. But thank you so much, Erica. I'm so glad you were here. And I can't wait for you to continue to coach amazing women. It's going to be fire. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you all later. I will be back on, I think I'm going to be back on tonight. So I'll see you all later on tonight on the live stream and we'll talk soon.